So, welcome everybody to
Son of a God, got me.
live stream takeover.
I know he's pressing the button. I know he is. Welcome everyone. Scale Builders Guild, Harley Designs Inc. We're here.
That's
It's Wednesday.
It's my favorite part of the week.
Me too. I have to say it's been a busier week than I was anticipating, and it's only Wednesday.
I don't know that I understood how busy my week was going to be.
Yeah.
Until a couple of days ago.
It's pretty crazy.
So let's see. What did I do Sunday? What did I do Sunday?
You were out doing things.
Saturday. That was Saturday, yeah. Sunday I had the live stream, and I feel like I did something else. And then Monday night, Scale News. Last night, which we'll come back to Scale News.
Yep.
Monday night, last night, RCPC.
Yes.
Which we both got that done. Worked out pretty well.
Too. Yeah, I think that was a good episode.
And then tonight after the stream, I have to finish what I was working on Saturday and Monday.
Okay.
So Monday was Scale News. So I always come home from work after Monday, and then I basically sit in this chair and just go and dally around looking at the news, looking for news, and dreading filming. And then I finally film the news, and then I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning editing it. But
it's a good show though, so you got to keep doing it.
I had no time for that on Monday. So I got home, got the news done, and then got right back to editing my video for tomorrow.
Whatever that might be.
You guys will see the video tomorrow.
I already know what it is.
You do not. Maybe you do.
I do.
Okay.
You do not. Yeah, I do.
So
I'd like to thank, and everyone watching on my stream, we'd like to thank you for wearing quite possibly the orangest, most horrible shirt to go with that background, because it's like everything is just blown right out.
Oh, perfect. That sounds. Wow.
Did you hear my dog just now?
Absolutely did.
Even with broadcast on.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was turned up very high. So things, of course, our Wednesday night is our escape from reality. So just as an FYI, of course, there is no real talking about actual reality on these streams. This is RC or us talking about things that aren't actually RC, but we care about. So those are the rules.
Yeah. So cut it out.
Yeah. We're here to avoid real life.
Yeah. That real life sucks.
I know.
Anyway.
I'm back.
Josh's audio is crackling. What else is new? It's constantly like this. So.
I don't understand why it happens with Skype your way.
I don't know why it does either, but I mean, you sound and look fine to me.
I know. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So
no idea. We'll just have to deal with it, guys.
Very annoying. We should talk about the RCPC for just a moment.
Let's talk about it.
So, our videos, I think, were equally reflective of our traits. Yours was very detailed on all of the awesome weathering, which was, yes. You know what? Even I felt like I could do oil dot weathering now. I'm like, oh, you just spot a bunch and then use a chip brush? Like, oh.
I know.
I feel like I could have got it done faster. Like, you obviously didn't have big enough chip brushes. I saw you had this little tiny. You could have got it done
because you're not
4 times as fast.
To be huge. If it's huge, you don't get the same effect. You got to have it so it streaks, so you get the variation in the streaking in small amounts.
I can get streaking without a brush, though. I'm good at that. If you need tips on how to make paint streak, you should have just asked.
The question coming in already from HO Scale Train Crazy GRC Man Cave.
Wow,
that's a long name. Is that a jacket or a hoodie?
This is a jacket because it has
That's
a zipper.
jacket.
So just like
Exactly.
yours.
Mine's a sweater with a zipper on it. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You know what I'm going to do from now on?
What's that?
I'm going to not complete video series anymore. Just going to leave them open-ended.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think I get a lot more interest when there isn't a third
Yeah,
video.
like when's the gladiator coming? Like, you never know.
Might never come.
Yeah,
We never know.
Who knows? Watch the last one for watch the last one for a hint.
Yeah, you might see something in that one, but you got to watch it at least a dozen times.
Yeah, exactly.
Thoughts on the new body from J Concepts? It's news to me.
Guess what I have in front of me? The internet.
Yeah. What new body are they? It's the Stewart. Concepts.
Let's see.
I'm going to guess there isn't a new. Oh, that's not the right website.
jconcepts.net.
Oh, is it .net? Bodies.
So let's see.
USA 1, is that new?
I don't see anything. I think someone's messing with you.
Is the USA 1 edition?
Oh, that
is
must be new.
Yeah.
1970 Chevy K10. That's about as boring as it gets.
How do you really feel?
Like, okay.
I guess that's it.
Like someone could have went up to me and said, "How do you feel about?" And told me J Concepts has made this body for 10 years, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I believe that."
Yep.
Like that's
it. The only reason I assume that it's new is that on the website
sorted.
It's the first one.
Exactly.
It's
Otherwise,
sorted by new.
Because other than
It
that,
is sorted by newest first.
Yeah, that is very boring.
I do have my eyes on that Gozer body though.
I swear to God, if you know what, you could get that and just win the cab over challenge because it's already basically looks like
kind of done. Yeah.
Hey, RC Dave charged up. Thank you very much, sir, and always for your support. Today is that Office episode when Dwight tried to teach everyone fire safety, and the cat got thrown through the ceiling. Yeah, that sums up today. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Save mittens.
Michael Gulich says, "Drive your trucks more on camera, please." How's that now?
Film your trucks more often. Driving. Don't drive on your camera.
More running videos.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I was shooting a running video last weekend and have found it to be, sometimes filming by yourself is more difficult than other times.
Welcome to my life. Saturday
was that day for me. And yet to see how that's going to pan out for sure. But
you've cut that already.
Not even a little bit. I haven't even downloaded it.
For shame.
Now, that video might just come out on Friday.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So, part one.
Okay, understood.
So,
yeah. They need to make a matte body, thinks Reggie Reginato.
Oh,
I don't know. I think that would be kind of boring.
I think we all would say it as eclectic, or
or what's the other word I would use to describe myself? Awkward.
Awkward.
What an awkward body. It would be like it would somehow not have a roof over all four doors. It would be like a part of the roof.
You would be a T-top Cherokee. A T-top XJ, but the T-tops are over the rear doors.
Rear doors. Yeah. It's for the kids, the kids like to look in the windows. So.
Jeremy Burris says, it's a new drag car.
Oh.
There's a new drag car body? Not on J Concepts listed.
Maybe it's on their Instagram.
Oh, we did not check their social medias.
There
might be links right on their website. I should do that.
J Concepts.
At the same time, I didn't question that that it was probably not that body.
Yep. It is a new drag body, and it looks.
Is it super awkwardly wide?
Well, we're only seeing a quarter of it.
So it's still too wide.
Hang on.
No, you're awful at this. Thank you.
There.
Can you see it?
How about now? There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm
There
in
it
the
is.
other camera view though.
Oh, well, it's for my people. It's for my people. Let my people see.
Let my people.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll, wait to pass judgment on that. We probably don't have to.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do it for you. I'm kidding.
Sure.
I like, anybody who's trying to do RC stuff, but I can't not be somewhat critical at times.
No, especially of Jake. Oh, I wonder. Oh, let's pick the name for this new drag body.
Oh, I still
Carlson.
can't find it.
Because it's a car, presumably.
They're gonna name it Christine because it's always some sort of stupid play on something else.
No, so that they would have to call it like the Kristen.
Kristen, yeah.
Or like Kristen. Ethel. Craig Thompson thinks Ethel.
Ethel. Oh man, what is that?
Yeah, hard to say.
Is it
Some sort of.
I think is it an Impala?
Ford
it Falcon.
Could be. Imagine they did like a '64, like a lowrider drag car.
Yeah, it's a Falcon or a Fairlane, maybe.
Get your wire wheels for dragsters.
So yeah, okay, we'll see.
I'm just making faces for a video.
Yeah. That's well, I mean,
everyone's got time for that. Stabby Josh is asking about live build-offs. Live build-off. That's not what
That's not a terrible idea.
Josh wins. Unless it's something, that requires gluing or like sanding.
I can glue, and I can sand. I can sand way faster than you.
Yeah,
you don't use heavy enough grits, obviously.
That's a problem. No, I don't have any 80 grit.
Oh, I don't know if I have anything under 80 grit. I had to buy some sandpaper for that to my semi truck. And I remember I told you what I bought, and you're like, "Oh yeah," and then so you started with that, and then went down. I was like, "No. That's the one I used."
I sanded all the panel lines out with 80 grit.
I think it was like 400 or something. What was it? I don't know. I don't know what sandpapers come in over 120. 120 is kind of my go-to.
I think it goes 220, then 400, then 600, then 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000. I actually have. I have to get out of my seat.
Oh, so it's not that oftenly used.
Maybe I don't. Here, let me just. I'm still in my seat. Okay, there's one of them. Oh, here we go. Here is an 8,000 grit.
Is that smoother than paper? Like, could you just use regular paper?
Here's 12,000. They are quite smooth. There's not a lot of grit there, really.
What is the point of those?
Shine.
Is that to like get the swirl marks out of your windshields? It's like.
Well, yeah, I guess you could use it for that. I use it to polish. Never mind. I use it to polish all the knobs.
Dale C, thank you, sir. Dual rider build off. But to help mat out, the body stickers and little dude must all be painted and installed. I could just.
And more than one color.
I told you the other day that I am contemplating buying myself an airbrush.
And if this was the first time you were telling me that, that would have been a spit take just now.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I have an airbrush already.
Yeah, but it's like an automotive one.
No. It's like a regular model one, like what you probably use. Something stupid like that. However,
is it a single action?
No. Double.
Or is it a dual action?
Dual.
Okay.
But
I don't even use these ones.
That one I'm going to give to Moose Jaw. Because he would probably be able to use it. I think I'm going to purchase one of the Grex style, which has a trigger.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like an automotive gun.
Yeah.
That.
Of course. That'll really cut into your painting time.
Well, you still didn't. I mean, you're still holding on to your secrets on the whole paint thing, but you know.
There's no secret. Just practice.
Mm-hmm. You haven't. I'm telling you, I still need to know how to get the paint out of those cans. Yeah.
Right. He sent me a picture of like a Tamiya can, and he's like, "So how do you get the paint out of this if you don't want to use the spray can part?"
Just gotta hold it. That seems messy.
I said, just spray it in your mouth and then spit it into the cup.
So, thank you, Isogen. Get on my level. 1 micron polishing paste. We run 5 micron filters for the machines at work. Like, I'm obviously not worried about anything finer than that.
No, I guess not. You should be, though.
I mean, yeah. So there was that. The whole day just kind of was.
It was busy. I'm doing a commercial today. I'm like real job stuff that really? I had to work on that one over the holiday, and now it's with the agency people. They've seen it. They liked it. They asked for a few changes. You know, not out of the realm of reality. That's my job. And I think they're pretty happy now. So we're in good shape.
Nice. So that was is it a vehicle commercial this time again?
No. Oh. Food
commercials. I like watching I follow the videography hashtag on Instagram, and I watch the guys who make the food commercial robots. You know,
those are the best.
Doing like when the burger's all coming apart or going together in the air.
This one features 3 strips of bacon that were on a platform, like towards the top of frame, and they shot it at I think they shot it at 2,000 frames a second, and this thing just goes wah, and like whips right out of frame, so the bacon is basically like suspended in midair, just dropping really slowly. And then it drops right onto the bun with the cheese and the burger. I was like, oh man. It was like, I gotta have one of those.
Right. That would be quite hard for me to edit a video of that.
Yeah, I want to.
People are saying, did Matt work on a Twisted Tea commercial?
Those things write themselves.
Right. Oh, the remake not remakes. What are they called?
4 TV
remixes. The remixes of those set to music are some of the best.
The remix to Ignition, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I was working on that today. I had a transfer yesterday for another spot that we just finished, the one with the models, actually.
Oh. So
that one's almost done. They're now into CG because they shot the bottles and they shot the models. Because it's like a ship in a bottle, right?
Okay.
Like a car in a bottle.
That's all. Gotcha.
But they shot them on separate elements. So like the car's set up in one setup, and they do a camera move, and they use one of those long shotgun.
Oh, the anteater lenses.
Yeah. So cool. It's like they basically went right through the window of one of these models, which is pretty sick. And then they shot the bottles as a separate element. So what they wanted to do in post was combine those two things, but they didn't use like a computerized rig. when they did the moves.
Oh, so
none
not
of them,
exactly
none
the
of them
same.
matched.
Right.
No, none of them, not even close.
Oh,
So
perfect.
the CEG company is just going to recreate the bottles in the virtual world, so they have full control of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
feel
cool.
like we should do monthly mayhem camera robots and just see how
We've talked about it.
we've talked about
We-
camera
Camera
vehicles.
cars, yeah.
Great. No, yeah.
Camera robots, eh?
Yeah, just really bad robots. What's that one
Oh, the
girl's channel?
worst.
Sarah's Shitty Robots. Such a good channel.
Yeah, I've seen
Hey,
some really bad robots.
thank you, David Bose. Just bought a Tamiya Grand Hauler and an RC four-wheel drive Big Dog, but I'm not going to build a gaming PC.
Is that the Big Dog plush or the Big Dog trailer? Because
Yeah, he's going to try and use that plush as the driver. No.
credibility for those in different ways.
The Big Dog trailer, is that the lowboy style heavy construction trailer or heavy?
Well, there's a bunch of Big Dog trailers. It's a
Right.
brand.
Oh, that's
into
right.
Itself. Isogen, thank you for the $2, dude. Why you got to remind me of bacon right now? Heck yeah!
I had some bacon for dinner. 2 pieces.
I watched Bacon over and over and over again.
It's the
Moose
lowboy
Jai's
trailer.
giving us.
Nice.
Oh, sweet! That's a great trailer.
Thank you. Hey, hello from Boston. Thank you very much.
Moose Jai has his poutine recipe here: fries, rich brown gravy, cheese curds with chopped up bacon and green onions. It's very good. And then later on, Highway to Hell was like, cheese curds, please explain. Cheese curds are very much like regular cheese, but if you know anything about your old nursery rhymes, curds and whey, there's an element to cheese making where there are the curds and the whey, which is sort of the liquid that's come out and separated after they've done the process to.
This is worse than traffic talk. I let this go. Like,
Anyway, cheese curds are amazing. It's like irregular cheese, basically.
the stuff that floats to the top. It's floaters.
It's the good stuff. That's
Curd-
where the cheese comes
curd
from.
floaters.
They press all the curds into a block to make a block of cheese.
Oh, wow. And people yell at me for talking about roundabouts. Way more interesting.
I think food is always going to be a pretty interesting topic.
Yeah, you know. Floaters.
Robbie Bobster said, flying cars one day, the next day, bacon. That's my life. That's my life. All over the place. Sometimes it's a PSA for like, don't smoke. Other times it's a PSA for safe sex. You know, there's all kinds of different things.
Yeah, Canada has a lot more PSAs on TV.
We do.
Because you have like a certain requirement for like number of ad times for PSAs or something like that, or amount of ad time.
Yeah, there is a certain amount of ad time that is donated to public service announcements or charities, more specifically.
Yes. So, yeah, that's riveting.
Thank you.
I work with RC cars all day.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess that's cool too.
Right. Now, Nicole and I are back on our Whole30 diet. So
Okay, cool.
we did
Good.
it was like almost a year ago when we did that.
Is that a whole year since you hated your life?
We did it all of February last year. This year, evidently, for some reason, we chose January this year. And people were like, oh, was it a New Year's resolution? I'm like, no, it's just we just happened to choose January.
Right.
We ate too much over the holidays, and now it's...
My friends are doing a dry January.
Well, that's part of it.
Suckers.
Yeah. That's
Wow,
part
your
of
Friday live streams are going to go way down in popularity.
it. I know. Oh. Yeah, that's... So it's going to be a lot of bubbly for me.
Womp womp.
I know.
Hey, let's talk RC trucks for a minute.
Yes.
I don't. Oh, you want to go first?
Well, I mean, we've got... What did I do this week? I don't even... I feel like I haven't done anything but work on RC, and I can't remember anything that I've done. There's a thing I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
The RCPC stuff actually took up... I was really busy with that this weekend, too. Sunday especially.
Yes, RCPC did take up a fair bit of my time, and I don't have a Stepcraft or any of that stuff.
Right.
But there was still a lot going on.
That's But I am glad I finally got the whole panel done on one side of that truck,
It looks
which
pretty great.
now that it's kind of starting to have a look to it. So I'm getting excited. I am going to that rear section I was talking about. One of the comments said, "Why don't you just put your whole crown back there?" I'm like, "That's a better idea. I'm going to do that."
That is a
When,
pretty good idea. And you're going to light it with LEDs, right?
yeah, all the RGB. So backlight it, all that. Um, that's going to be
Addressable
fun.
RGB.
Addressable, of course. Actually, I'm just gonna let it do the cycling unicorn. I think that's the best way to go.
No.
But you also have been busy on trucks, I believe. Other trucks.
No. No.
No, nothing.
Yeah. What was I doing? What did I do? I don't know what I did. I mean, I weathered this truck, obviously.
Yes.
And it's finished and it runs and it vibrates and it looks pretty kick-ass. I've been working on my 6x6 Cherokee a little bit.
Yes.
It's right here, so I might as well share that with the world.
Are you gonna send that back to Noob for the T-tops?
No,
No.
this is not going back to him. But I did all the front clip work, so that's pretty much done.
That
Jeep emblems.
It does look good. I like it.
And I got the XJ wheels.
Those look
and
like they're worth more than actual XJ wheels.
Probably. And I did all the trim work on this side, so all the window trim is done on this side, and I put some decals along the bottom. So that's coming along. I'd like to actually, I told everybody yesterday night that my resolution is to get more trucks finished.
Yeah,
so
mine as well. I have so many projects I'd like to start, but I'm trying not to.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to participate in this cab over build up that's kind of unofficially going on, and I have a good candidate for it, but I'm like, no, don't
do it. Nope.
Don't do it. Don't. So, yeah.
They are asking what paint you use for the details on your window trim.
I'm just using Vallejo airbrush. It's super easy. Just tape everything off, spray some airbrush paint, and then a couple of days that acrylic is on there forever.
Well, that's exactly what I would have suggested as well. So I'm glad you did first. In the RCPC,
Josh would just put his hand like on the edge of where it's.
You know what? That would have looked more realistic to how most XJs are painted. So
this is supposed to be like factory fresh 6x6.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen one, I forgot. So that makes sense.
There was only one, and I believe it was close to this color.
Right. You in your RCPC video, you had powered up the truck and showed all the turn signals and all that. And I went, man, that would have been great to do, but I still haven't changed that battery connector. So
you're like, shoot, I really should have gotten that ready to go.
Yeah, and since it was already like 1:30 in the morning by the time I was done editing, uploading, and
you're
doing
like, yeah, it's good.
I was just like, I was gonna go do some screen capturing of the actual Fusion, and I was gonna do like, nope, this is what it is.
Right. Yeah. Although I will say that the one shot of it running and vibrating on the table, because of the extra big weight, because we both use the large weight, it vibrates so much that the camera couldn't keep up with the vibration. So like, because the whole table is vibrating, and I had it locked down on the table. I should have actually used a tripod or something, but the whole table's like this, and it's like got this weird like jelly kind of filter going on.
That's funny.
It was very funny.
Trey in here just asked, he says, Josh, what are we building this Friday? And I would like to show you that. Hold on.
He has to leave. Big Red Bitch, yes. No, it was only 2 Cherokee bodies to make the extra long 6x6.
So
He used when Richard built it, he used a lot of styrene to fill in some of the gaps. All right, what do you got? John.
This is what we're building this Friday. You can see it says open on
Yeah, an arrow
and
helpful.
up. I have not opened this box though, and I have no idea what's inside of it.
Pray tell, where did said box come from?
So one of the guys who watches the stream all the time, Brian, he sent me an email like I don't know, 2 weeks ago, week or two ago, and he said, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing a build where somebody sends you a truck to put together, but you don't know what it is?" And I'm like, "Well, I really haven't, because that's kind of a hard one to be like to like suggest." And he's like,
Yeah.
"I've got," and he's like, "and it's all stuff you like." I was like, "Okay," and he was like, "It's it's like it's parts that you use and things like." So I'm like, "But
So
it's
when this
custom. It's not a
Okay.
it's not a kit."
Well, okay, but when this is done, do you have to send it back to him?
Yeah, no, it'll be his truck.
Oh, it's his truck. Okay.
Yeah,
He just
absolutely.
wants you to build it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna start sending you random boxes
And
too.
it's-
And I'm like, I'm too lazy to build
Yeah.
this.
And then here's the thing. It's only whatever gets done on the stream. After that, it just all goes back in the box and sent to him.
Yeah. You should have chosen it when you were not drinking.
Right. Like, what the? So, you know how hard it is to not open this box? Like, just to be like, I'm just going to check.
You should do it.
What? I should open it?
Keep it closed. No, keep it
Oh,
closed.
of course. I was like, I've already made it this far. I can't.
Yeah.
So, I'm quite, it's very heavy though. Like that makes me nervous. Like,
Oh, you know what it is.
it's 10 pounds. Well, actually it's got 12 pounds, 6 ounces. Holy crap.
You know what it is?
What is it?
Capo.
There's no goddamn way. The body wouldn't even fit in this thing.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said it's parts I like. So
Well, he could have been joking.
he could have been. But what makes me nervous is when it says open and up. Like, is it aimed at me? Like, did I say something? Are you,
Yeah. Are you sure he's friends?
Right. So, I'm super
It
pumped.
does say open.
It said I'm a rule follower.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. Oh, and then Toad Daddy said the Frog Father says it's an unassembled Ripper, and I know that it's not that. However,
Josh knows where every single Ripper is at any moment of the day.
right,
He's
but
got Ripper radar.
right. The other thing is though is that I am building an unassembled Ripper in a couple of weeks after that,
Wow.
coming from Brandon Wilson, who he bought a Ripper kit that was unassembled from somebody, and he has all the parts, and he's going to send them all.
Oh wow.
So
Who would have not assembled a Ripper?
I know,
Crazy.
I know, it really is.
What number was it? 'Cause we
Ooh, I don't know that.
search.
I'd have to. He might have sent me it in a message, but I don't know.
Maybe you
He's
should
got
open that
more than
box
one.
outside.
He has one already.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay. You should open that box outdoors, and like point away from face.
I know, but I'm such a whore for video content. Like, if it is a glitter bomb, like, I'll be pissed. But it happens. Like,
It would be great for television.
I'd be like, no, that wouldn't be cool. Shit.
No. Well, it would, and it wouldn't.
If it would be, if in the box still was $1,000 worth of parts, that I'm like, I'm not sending you this. No,
Yeah.
nothing. Brian's in here. He says nothing will glitter you. All right.
Nothing will glitter you.
The one thing I do need to do is make sure that his address is covered up. So,
Yeah. Definitely.
because we're definitely going to have a camera angle on that.
Darwin wanted to know what size tires fit these XJ bodies. These don't look good with anything above
You're right.
4.19.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
What were you saying?
What?
You were just saying
Oh.
these don't look good, and then
These Jeeps don't look good.
but
Stop right there.
Yeah, done. Thank you.
Okay, well, something else arrived today. I'm sure if you were following
Okay.
my Instagram, you
I was
saw.
not today. I was not on.
Oh,
I was away.
well,
AFK.
it finally showed the brand new cross country.
Can you? What's under that black square there?
Nothing.
Why can't you show me?
I don't
you
know.
Are you not allowed? Have you been instructed elsewise to not pull the square off of said grill?
So look at the rest of this.
So
body.
I mean,
Pretty.
it's almost as if
one
you've
thing I
been
do-
forbode to.
It may have been not expressly explained to me, but yeah, don't show the front of the truck. Just show everybody like this.
Yeah.
Here it is. What you're looking at is the new cross country. What you think this might have been at one point is a new bright body, but you would be sorely mistaken. I thought it was when I saw it too. This truck is not very big. It is more like 10th scale than it is anywhere close to 9th scale. Let me see what I can put it up against. So here's the Axial JL body, and yes, obviously it's a JL, but it's so much bigger.
Oh wow, it really is.
Not a trick of the camera either.
So someone in here says RC girl didn't take the square off either. Actually, she did.
Very much did.
And then I used that photo in the news, but
And
then in
then
the
that-
following
that
photos
went
and
away.
video, it was back on.
Curious.
Yeah.
It's almost as if someone or something happened. The roof, or is this a roof?
That's a hood.
This is a hood.
That's
The hood
that's an
opens.
engine roof.
That's the engine roof, right? This bumper is not on anymore.
Not attached.
But it does appear as if there is some other option for a grill in there.
Oh, amazing. Almost like an option that's already there. Like,
Well, I don't know. I don't want to, I don't want to
Sure.
ruin the surprise for other
yeah, it's an
people.
Easter egg.
Yeah. The magnets have already come off the hood. So they're in there though.
They're just now, yeah, okay.
There's going to be a substantial review on this truck.
Okay. Huh. Yeah.
Because there's
Now it is a 12.3-inch wheelbase truck, right?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
It's not. It's,
Well,
it's 11.9 inches.
I've heard at least the fenders are removable.
Well, let's not. Yeah, they are. You
I've heard.
can remove
Okay.
them, but there will be holes remaining if you take them off.
Okay. Okay.
It is a smaller body. It looks kind of strange up against like even this Cherokee, which is substantially smaller than a JK.
Yeah. That Cherokee looks kind of strange next to that Cherokee. Like,
Yes. There will be a substantial full review. I do like the idea of its sort of quick release clips on the bottom. We'll see how well those work.
Yeah.
The hood or the roof, the top hood,
the people hood.
the people hood, this part, this comes off. You can take this off, and then you can take off this section as well. The doors don't open, but there is an interior, fairly decent interior. Not full flat or anything, but
Can we see it?
There's a
next
lot
to,
to go over.
Can we see it next to the Gladiator real quick?
No. Nice try, though. I'm not allowed to show that either. That I'm officially not allowed to show.
Oh, this is so good. What else
Still
can I
no
touch?
inner fenders. Correct, Moose Jaw. Still no inner fenders.
Damn it! I should open this first
But
before I started to drink it.
Coils, and shocks, so that's kind of nice. It's a nice. The chassis itself is a good layout, and it has some potential, but the
And
weird
it's new.
wheelbase, and it's new. There
New
are
chassis.
some strange things going on in there. If you've seen any of the promotional photos, the servo angle
Yeah, very odd.
is very
which,
odd.
Which way is it
Very
kicked?
odd.
Kicked forward?
Kicked forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to figure out why that is.
So Brian says that the weight of this box, which I said was 12 pounds 6 ounces, the weight is due to choices contained within that you must make. It's like a puzzle. So is it the choose your own adventure thing? You're like, shit, no, I was going to go the other way. I was going to go the other way.
What happens if I do this? Oh no, that's the end of that book.
Ben says it's full of brass. It's just
It's just all the brass parts. Fajan.
what else can they not talk about and show us? Is the stream over?
What else can we not talk about? Oh, I've decided. I'm still actually. I have the LMT on order still,
Right.
but I think I might cancel that order. We talked a little bit about this last night.
We did. And I
And-
think it's a good topic though for a number of reasons. So,
Okay.
you know, like we were talking about you know, in our messages back and forth, you're talking about possibly changing. And I was like, what has the thought of how much fun it will or won't be just kind of worn off over time to you? And because that's, and you know, like you were saying, I guess that's the nice thing about a long lead time sometimes, is that
Right. Well, nice thing for me.
for you,
Not having
exactly.
to spend the money. Terrible thing for a retailer. When
Right.
that's the one thing that we need to talk about is that there's something to be said for doing a release when a product is actually available.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not just
absolutely.
in short supply to either a supplier or to a few people. It kind of makes people go, maybe I don't want that thing anymore. Although Dave Zilla just said they got a bunch of LMTs in yesterday. What? Now it's like, oh,
It's like, oh, maybe it sounds kind of fun again.
I kind of wanted to get in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I picked the roller because I didn't want a mortician or a son of the mortician.
Son of a mortician. Yeah.
It's cousin of the mortician.
Right.
Oh, they were the RTRs. Okay, all right.
And I tell you, if I was gonna get one of those, it would have been the RTR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just, for me, it's just like the ARMAs to me. Honestly, I think the Spectrum RTR brushless systems and the ARMA RTR systems are like
They're pretty good.
for my tastes in bashing, which are not refined. I'm an amateur basher, you know.
Oh yes, same.
So
Piece.
not a professional basher at all. They do great. And
Yeah.
it's like, if I'm going to go buy electronics for it, I'm not going to be able to help myself from thinking that I need to buy the expensive ones.
Right.
So I'm
it's
going
funny
to
you say that because my perspective was I want the roller because I don't want green or blue stuff, and I don't want the body. I just want a full black chassis that I can put my own Hilux body on and ruin all of the performance
You
for
were
the sake of
not.
looks. I was. That's what I was going to do.
What?
Put a hard body on it. Ruin it.
That would
No,
be the
that blew your
most disliked LMT video of all time. You actually should
Do you
go buy
think-
it now.
Do you think that it would be?
Yes.
Why?
Because
You
people
don't
who are like,
custom stuff?
got an LMT, let me open. Wait, he's going to do what? Like, man,
And cars, boats, and bacon said, and leaf springs.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
What turn brushed motor were you going to install? Like,
55. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to put the Spectrum gear in it because I have a Firma 150 here. I think it would be great. I think I'd get a lot more views because it would look a lot better.
Oh my God.
I'd probably like put fake dog ears on it so it could look like the monster mutt.
You should
Or
put
maybe
the
those
dog ears
the big
with the fists.
two muscle arms.
Just a fist and dog. Just God.
Ah,
My
yeah.
God.
What a vote of confidence from Josh. Yeah, Brett from Brazen he goes, no wonder they haven't shipped yours yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're
The
just
mutt cut. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. So when it becomes a not back ordered item, I'll have the option and I'll decide at that point.
right.
But the long lead time can kill business because somebody else might swoop in and steal all your thunder.
Yeah, absolutely. Or people just the idea wears off. A lot of times people have put that money out for the pre-order, and
Yep.
then something comes up and it's just like, well, I don't have it yet. I can just click cancel and get my money back.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So
not like the credit card's been charged.
right.
It's just sitting there waiting.
Or if if it has, it's so it's just
Yeah. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go down to I'll go down to Davezilla's shop
see it in person.
and have him bring it out to the curb for me so I can look at it, and then I'll decide.
Yeah. Oh.
Quack RC, thanks for the $5, man. Hey, hope all is well. Semi looks awesome. I think he's probably saying, I don't know if I like the RC four-wheel drive Jeep. Keep up all the awesome work. Thanks, Quack RC. I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeep.
Not a Jeep.
I-
Not a Jeep.
What could you call it? Could you say it was a
Wrangler.
Well, that's my joke. Don't steal that.
You said like van something. I don't remember what you said.
No, I said Jorp Wrangler.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Actually,
it wasn't
I'm
live,
getting
so it doesn't count until then.
Getting some decals printed up for it too. It's gonna be good.
I think Jesse. You know what? I'm just going to take Jesse's idea here and say you should just call it the Wish Jeep.
Oh yeah, the AliExpress
Jeep Wishler.
Jorp Wrangler. Well, they call it the Black Rock.
Yeah, and I called it the Black Rock, and it's the Cross Canyon, and I called it like the
Cross Canyon.
I called it
Cross Canyon or Cross Country.
Cross Country, and I don't know, but I called it the other one in the Scale News. So
I took the box out of the room. Hang on.
We'll see. Yes, Axial just teased a new caged vehicle. The what? Where did they?
It is the Cross Country. The Cross Canyon is the GCM chassis.
Okay, I called it the other one.
K44 scale cast axles. Somebody told me to look at this really carefully. Somebody told me to look at the box. Oh.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did tease that photo.
Oh boy. Oh, Axial Racing just posted a photo.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it looks. Whoa! All right, that looks exactly about as.
About as what?
Nothing.
We shouldn't talk about that too.
There's so many things not to talk about.
Yes. So that's
Okay. This must be a mistake.
what? Why? What does it say on the box?
I don't know if this is the thing I was supposed to find, but just take a look at what it says right there. Can you see that triangle?
Officially licensed product.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's
I don't know
licensed
which
by
part-
something.
I don't know what part of it is licensed.
Yeah. Hey, Quack RC, thank you. Hey, man, hope all is well. The semi looks awesome. The trailer is massive. Plus that extended chassis. Keep up the awesome work, man. You're right. The extended chassis. So, thank you for the support, Quack RC. Much appreciated. I am very happy with how that whole thing is coming together. I have a very hard time filming it in here though. Like I can't move my camera any further back, and it's just like, like. So I
It's
need
a
more
big
light.
truck.
It is. It's so hard to. Yeah.
I'm glad I have all that space behind me, and I'm saying that as sarcastically as I can, because that usually is space for 3 other trucks.
Right. But it honestly, I like how, in some weird way, I like how having that truck behind you at times plays out in the videos. And I think that in that instance specifically worked out really well. And I think it was cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
So I think part of the reason that, let's just go back to the LMT for a moment. Part of the reason that I'm sort of like, I've lost a little bit of interest in it is, this showed up.
ooh, yes. And that's,
So
so now the HAAS is basically a Stampede 4x4, I believe.
it's a whole new thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's a whole new
I don't
bottom
think so.
thingy. I think it is.
We're gonna find out. I thought the Max was a whole new thingy. I think that is.
This whole motor plate and everything in the back, though, that's new.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Someone's gonna tell us.
Someone will tell us, but I don't think it's. There might be some Stampede crossover
It is a Max
stuff.
Stampede hybrid. There we go. Very interesting.
Technically a new thing.
Basically a Stampede with an XL motor. HAAS is like a Rustler 4x4 HCG. It's a 4x4 Stampede. So,
Right.
either way, it's like, that's kind of what I thought it was, something like that, but just a kind of one of those proven platform. I like the body cage thing. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's like super strong. So I got a whole bunch of upgrade parts for it as well,
Yeah.
with the intention of doing all those upgrades before I run it, because with
Why
the cold
not?
weather, well, yeah, I know. Usually I'm like, run it and then break things and then fix it. But this, I'm going to put all the upgrades into it because specifically there's some cold weather stuff.
Did you get skis?
No.
Did you get tracks?
No, I didn't get those either. I didn't get paddle wheels either, but
Oh,
I got
paddle
some
wheels
of
would have
this,
actually been good.
these are the heavy duty arms. Hey, they're
Yes.
the same color as your jacket.
Hey, what do you know?
But I wanted to get all that stuff installed. There's a lot of aluminum bits and like metal drive shafts and all kinds of stuff in there because I want to make it as winter ready as possible. And then maybe we'll talk about paddles and skis and stuff.
And Matt crashed it. Yep.
Yeah, obviously. So that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that series. And with all that cold weather stuff, there was another product that showed up. I don't have it in front of me, but
yeah. You should have.
I got some. See? I should have. I've actually got my little space heater going because it's freezing in here right now.
Oh, really?
This workshop is a cold cellar. There's no two ways about it. It's not insulated. It's basically cinder block and then tundra.
Tundra. I'm loving all of the guesses on what the new Axial product is.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that because that's probably more exciting than heated jackets. But that'll be.
I mean, heated jackets is pretty. I mean, not for here. Like,
no, you don't. Well, maybe when you go up to the mountains.
It was 39 degrees when I left my house this morning, though. So
that's
darn
chilly.
right. That's why I had such a heavy coat on.
Yeah, right.
But yes. So from what Axial has put out, it says a new breed is born 1/7/2021.
That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. It's almost like videos that need to be finished for it would come out tomorrow.
Huh. I think you're going to be busy tonight.
So,
if this is the thing you're working on. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm going to be busy tonight. Could be completely unrelated.
Let's get busy.
Yeah. So yeah, I wish we could.
Boy, I wish we could talk about that tonight. Where's Rich when you need him?
Right?
Usually he's on here letting us do all the pre-releases before the releases and
He's
stealing other people's thunder.
he's at home. He's at home drinking right now. Like, don't.
Stop. Don't do it.
But in a couple of weeks, we should have Randall on. Let's make that an unofficial date right now. That in,
All right.
say, 2 weeks
2
from
weeks.
today, Randall is going to be on here.
We'll have Randall on.
So
He can chitter chatter about whatever that might be.
I may have already told him and booked the date. So
Good. Great.
it is done.
Excellent. So
Randall,
yes, that answers car, boats, and bacon question. Do you guys have any planned guests for the future?
yes.
Yes.
We have a couple of planned things, some of which we haven't even told the guests. Well, Randall we have told. He will be on in 2 weeks to talk about whatever.
whatever they're, whatever.
Whatever's. And
Stuff.
then we had Moose Jaw on last week. Is that correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Which was the last Wednesday of the month. And we had him ask us some questions, and we really enjoyed that. So we think that we're going to have Professor Moose Jaw on for a question segment the last Wednesday of every month.
We'll have to make like a little intro that we can cut to.
Right.
It's like an animated like professor or something, and it's like got some beakers and one of them explodes.
Yeah.
But he's a history teacher, so that wouldn't make any sense.
It's the same. All the same.
Yeah. Teach me one thing, teach me everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring the dude back, please.
There you
Copy
go.
that. He's back on.
Professor Dude.
Headquake, I don't know that we could get Headquake to do this format. I wonder.
I've never talked with him. I've enjoyed the things that.
Yeah, I used to go to his house a lot back in the old days. We were allowed to see people. Yeah, so maybe that could be a thing. I'll definitely think about that and see if we can organize that. Sean wants to know how hard it is to become a Canadian citizen. Well, it's not overnight. I don't know. I always was one, so I'm not sure of the process.
not
something I've had to look into.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's the 7th here in the UK. ...
That is the thing that the
I'm sure it'll be up on. Let's see if it's on Tower Hobbies already. I won't tell you what I'm searching for.
I was gonna say my keyboard's not shown in your video, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I just didn't know with your camera angle if you were seeing it.
Nope, not there yet.
Do you know the part number? Because I do. No. Okay. There is Nope. Nothing. Okay.
All right. Good for them.
We're good.
Good for them.
So. Yeah. I mean, they're always in for a good leak. So,
oh yeah. If you want everyone to know about your product, that's the place.
Yeah. Just let them know you're going to release it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me go.
I'm going to Horizon site right now.
I'm going to the insider site.
Okay, you're good. The comments, we hate you.
Yes, we are infinitely hateable. Don't worry. It comes quite naturally.
It's all good stuff.
I can't remember what it's called, so I'm at a significant disadvantage.
Yeah.
What's that thing again?
Oh. Now, yeah, there's I always like seeing what people's speculations are. It's always good. Lots of comments, lots of shares.
Some weird stuff in here that's coming out in May. Never mind. Everything's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. How are you?
So that's our plan currently for guests. Always a possibility. The other thing, like, we have other guests that we would like to have on, and we just need to actually get organized and all of that. But a lot of the times it's like, this is in the middle of the week, and sometimes Matt and I are just like super busy, and I call him like 5 minutes before the chat. I'm like, you didn't talk to anybody today, did you? Like, no.
Did you want to get somebody to? Oh, No.
Let
Yeah.
me see if anybody's sitting in front of Skype right now, because
Do you think there's anybody in this business not doing anything right now?
right, that wants to go home from working on this all day and then go talk about it more.
Oh man, I hope there is. There usually isn't though.
Yeah. So, man, I don't even know
Just going
the
through the chat here.
the amount of projects and things. It's going to be good. I'm actually excited for tomorrow. Super excited for Friday though, with the live build. The
Yeah,
live,
that's gonna be fun.
I'm yes. I'm just gonna
Sti-
I'm gonna keep kicking this box quietly, like underneath the desk here. See if anything like. Can I
Are there
tell it
any holes in it?
there? Right. No, not yet. I'm gonna get. So
Stabby Josh, that was a Star Wars reference movie. Uh,
Perry G says, "I'm sure the HPI guys are available."
they're waiting by the phone.
Yeah, but it's an actual
Oh.
landline. They still haven't got the
Yeah,
internet.
exactly. They pick it up, and one other guy's like, "No, put it down. They might have just called."
I'm on the internet.
They don't have call waiting. They don't have. It's just like busy signal. Um. So, you like stuff?
Yeah.
Did I show you the gatekeeper that I was messing with, trying to put a beetle body on it?
I don't know how I feel.
I know.
I
I know how you feel.
I don't know.
I know
if you
how
do.
I feel.
I feel like I should still tell you.
It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I mean, it works about as well as any body you've ever put on a caged rig before. So I mean,
That Chevy that Hemi-Storm did, that looked okay, didn't it?
for a Colorado,
Right, it was a Colorado.
it could only
right.
look as good as a Chevy Colorado can look,
Right. Yeah.
which
It
isn't
wasn't the
terrible.
worst thing. Oh no,
It
exactly.
wasn't terrible. I'm still going to, I still don't like it, but it had a really nice paint job at least.
Yes, as everything that Chris does.
You just wait till I get my airbrush though.
You know what? That should be a challenge right there.
What?
You and I am a amateur painter at best when it comes to comparing myself to Chris. So
Ooh. So what do you? Okay.
so you
Yeah.
are,
Huh. I don't like where this
I'm a-
puts me.
I'm a top-rated amateur. You are
Okay.
like a child.
Yeah. I'm a finger painter.
These will look nice. We should do like the Hemi-Storm challenge where you have to use like a minimum of 5 colors on a Lexan body, and you can only use spray cans.
Okay. Okay.
Just to do it, just for something fun.
Are we
And we'll
doing
get
it
him
live?
on. We'll get him involved.
Are we doing it live and in our studio? Just-
Oh, I don't feel so good.
What about getting K-pop on? I believe we have, Matt and I have discussed that for sure. Don't think we've actually discussed it with him.
He doesn't
But-
know about it.
Right. He's
He's
popped
in.
in. He's popped in before, and I watch his he does lives on Tuesday, and
You
usually on
see
Tuesday.
his Cletus build looking
Yep.
pretty.
I've been watching that series as it's going.
He also put in a super scale
Suspension kit, yeah.
suspension kit.
There is at least 5 shades of orange, Dana says. Oh, Moose just said there is more than one color. Oh, psh, just saying.
Yeah, that you can get fluorescent orange,
Burnt orange.
There's no burnt orange.
There is burnt orange, or is that a Duratrax color?
That might be Duratrax. There's a copper.
Well, I like black too.
I'll give you that.
Black. I have black.
Oh, Paul's 1816 had a very interesting thought.
I think we should play a game, Matt. And
Okay,
you should
we'll
get
play a game, but
Okay.
let me just get this out real quick. Whatever happened to Jeff Johns?
That is also one that we would I have been really that is I want to have Jeff Johns on for sure. Just
Yeah.
he has been
There
in this. He was in this industry for a really, really long time.
The stories he could tell.
Exactly. I think you should guess how many or how few shades of paint, colors of paint I have in my drawer.
4.
Your best honest guess.
4. You have 4, don't you?
Don't
you hate it when I'm right?
I don't know that you're right, but
Don't you hate it when I'm
I
so
feel
absolutely
slighted.
correct?
I feel slighted that you guessed such a low number.
You have orange, black, silver, and I bet you have clear orange because I made you buy it.
I'm not even counting that. I'm only counting
Oh, you're not?
Lexan paint.
Only spray Lexan paint. Black, orange, silver, and I feel like you've got white, but I don't know why.
Don't.
And you don't get to play this game because you can see all of mine.
I'm not playing. You keep talking.
Brian Sherwood says he saw a picture of the new Axial rig. And Jeremiah Selberg gave me $4.99. Thank you very much. Black is not a color, it's a neutral, just as white is not a color. Well, I agree with you, Jeremiah, but I don't think Josh is that smart.
A lot of paint.
If he's got more than 10, I'll paint his Fijon body.
You already agreed to that. We're almost there.
This is riveting TV. Oh my goodness. I'm shocked. You have almost a proper paint collection there.
I am painter. But
you probably have what? I'm going to guess maybe 11 colors there.
Oh no, most of these are the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes, Guy and a Moose, the Axial teased out a blurry, dark photo of their new thing.
Okay, these are all black. And then, see, when I go to buy something, I buy, and I'm like, these are all silver. These are all.
So when you go to the store, you're like, oh, I need silver, but you forgot that you still have 3 silvers.
But I forgot that I didn't need it the last time. So
you don't do enough painting for you to forget how many you have.
that's the thing. I don't do enough painting that I remember what I have.
Do I have silver? Nope. Can't have silver at home. There's no way. I haven't painted anything silver.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's like, most of the cans are still wrapped.
Oh yeah, wrapped. These are all wrapped. It's funny. All the orange are wrapped because anytime I open a can of orange paint, I hold it down until it's empty. like it's still got it in there. One coat job done. Mako. Earlshire.
Perry G, thanks for the $5. Just sending you my money because Josh is responsible for my Orlando kit.
His wife was watching his stream and bought it for him.
So
I'm going to say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Is clear coat a count?
No, that is not a color.
It's got
apparently. It's Mike J saying no audio.
It has.
Every time, Mike.
It has pearl in it. Oh wait, that makes it. That's a TS paint. Oh dang it! How many of these are TS?
Wow.
Darn it!
You better start again, pal. Wow, Dave Bose, thank you for the $20. Matt is always wearing at least 5 colors. Josh is either black or orange.
Yes.
I'm wearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 colors.
Black, orange, sometimes blue.
Whatever matches the room, I guess. Thank you very much, Dave Bose. That's very kind of you.
some of the couple of people just popping in, maybe that haven't been watching.
What new Axial vehicle?
Axial just posted a picture of a rock bouncer on Instagram. Go, and then Blake with a donation. New Axial teaser a few minutes ago. Look at it and tell us what you think.
I
think you
it's gonna
should.
be pretty neat.
I think that I'll have opinion. I'll have lots of things to say about it.
Oh, he'll have lots of things to say about it, I'm sure.
Yes.
Maybe even tomorrow.
Like maybe I bet I could talk straight on that for like 27, 28 minutes.
Easily. I bet you've got all kinds of footage you haven't even looked at.
Footage.
That's the one thing about what's his face? Guys, we broke it.
Oh, Kevin Talbot.
It's the one thing that he does that I actually really like.
Is
footage. It just shows a shot of his foot.
Yeah. There you go. There's one. I would give you that.
Yeah, the one thing. Jeremiah Solberg, another $5. Thank you very much. Josh just buys paint so he looks like he paints, then boxes the body and sends it to me with the paint.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, cool.
I don't even send the paint. Like,
no, because he knows I've already got those colors.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I have all those colors in probably little tiny bottles. You want to see my tiny bottle paint collection? I bet you do.
I bet. I mean, are you guys in basements? I don't know why that comment is so funny to me. Matt is.
Yeah,
though, yes.
I am. I am in my basement.
But he owns the basement. So
yeah, this basement belongs to me.
I'm in California, so there is no such thing. Jesus Christ.
These are just the tiny bottles. Actually, this is half the tiny bottles.
At least
but
it's
look, it's in a steel
dumpster. Yeah.
Richard made this for me. And I weathered it. I still have some more work to do. See, I started oops, wrong side. I started painting stuff.
DIY. Yeah, okay.
And then I got a stencil there. It's going to say Smiggies.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But that's all my airbrushing paint. And weathering stuff. And then I've got a whole other container over here. This is filled with more bottles of paint.
What?
I gotta have this stuff.
Then, you're saying that all of those, there's not that many colors. So what? How do you need that many?
Well, there are lots of shades of orange.
Okay.
Here's at least two.
You got me in the soft spot there.
Oh, wait, here's another one. See, look, there's three just right there.
Those top two are the same.
No, they're not. This one is Jokero orange, and this one is Troll Slayer.
You can name them different.
They're totally different. Look, they're different.
Okay. One's emptier.
There's also a bunch of flocking in here, so when you do your seats, they get all puffy, so they look like real fabric. Man, what isn't in here? So many things. White spirit for enamel products. Look at all these. Pigments. All this stuff you've never even heard of, Josh, and I'm going to blow your mind with them one day.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's... You know, I think that...
This has been Paint Talk.
A paint challenge, I think I could go for that. There has to be bonus points for speed. And
efficiency, yeah.
Yeah.
Efficiency. Perry G said, Matt allegedly owns the basement. We've never seen proof that this is his house.
Right.
It's true. I could just be operating out of someone else's basement.
It's just a massive... Actually, yeah, we're both just in a massive studio. You're like right over there, actually. We're just... It's all...
Yeah.
We both work for Horizon, and we're in there. We're in a warehouse in Illinois.
That's why all my reviews for everything that isn't Horizon based are garbage.
Right.
It's junk. This is junk. All that stuff's junk.
So that's going to be
Where can one find the sneak photos of Axial's new rig? Well, they posted a blurry shot on Instagram.
Instagram and the Facebook.
Nick, I've got tons of those 10 mil PS paint. I don't have PS in 10 mils, but I got
What is a 10 mil?
these little guys.
Milliliters. Okay.
Yeah. These are, I have all the X's. I got a lot of XFs. Man, so many XFs.
Next week's guest, Bob Ross. We could have John Holmes on so he could be Bob Rocks again. Or did you not see that video?
Oh no, I did. I saw that one. Yeah. It's blurry, so you can't see the shock oil leaking out.
Ha!
Depends on what factory it comes out of. The SMT-10, after I filled those with oil and did the whole like green goo stuff, those things are like sieves. There's shock oil everywhere in my house in the basement.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Those are out of the old factory still.
Yeah. Garbage.
Right.
But the new stuff, much better.
Right.
The newer generation of axial shocks, like the Capra and the SCX-10-3.
Right.
And potentially whatever this new one is. No? They're leaky? No, they're not leaky.
No, they're just different place.
Okay. All right.
So the well, I'm trying to think of what else. Like I was just trying to think of what did I just build an Axial of the other day?
I don't know.
Oh, that wasn't here. That was for something else. That wasn't even for me.
That wasn't even my channel.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even for a video. That was
Matt building his SMT.
Somebody's kid had a car. And they were trying to put it together for him, and they didn't have it. It had shocks that were not shocks. They weren't hardly even coil carriers because they didn't move. Like, just like,
wow.
But I had replaced the factory shocks on something, and I had like a brand new SEX-10-2 kit version of the shocks, so I built them all up. But I did not have my super fancy shock oil carousel handy, so I had to use factory Axial fluid.
I'm telling you, man, Traxxas, they're taking over. They're the fastest name
I feel like
shock oil.
My shock oil's faster. Not gonna lie, I like this little carousel, and I like their bottles with the little pop top.
Yeah, with the pop top.
The
whoa,
mustard caps.
I don't want to touch it. It's spinning so fast. Ow! Ow!
Yes, that's.
But to go from 20 to 80, you get a pretty good range in shock oil there.
It does. It is pretty good. You know, I would rather had 30 to 90, but that's okay. Or just one spot in the middle here. But it is. I think it's on an actual bearing.
Yeah, of course it's on a bearing.
We should disassemble.
I've already upgraded to fast eddy bearings. They've got a fast eddy bearing kit.
There's a fast.
Just for that. As
a
person who has worked for Horizon, that made me belly laugh. Must have been when we were talking about working for Horizon in a giant warehouse.
Right.
I'm sure that if we worked for Horizon, the warehouse would not be gigantic.
Well, they are pretty big. I've been in their warehouse.
No. I'm sure their warehouse for that purpose is very big. But
yes.
The warehouse they would give us to operate out of would not be. Hello, Bucks. How are you? Wondering if this new Axial rig, this is from Craig Thompson, wondering if the new Axial rig has AR-45 axles on it, seem to look like them, and the shocks seem the same. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm disassembling a shock carousel.
Oh, I'm gonna find out what size bearing is in there.
I can see. It's got a nice kingpin screw.
Nice.
Yeah.
They spent time and money developing that.
They really did. I'm just trying to find out if it's double bearing supported or just single. It is double.
Wow.
This is something I would design on STL Sunday. Like,
totally.
I'm going to put unnecessary bearings in things.
That's great.
So It looks like it has, yeah, that's like a 12 by 18 by 4, I'm guessing. Let's see if I'm right. And the top looks like a 6 by 12 by 4.
Tonight
Could be
on
a 5.
Bearing Talk.
Could be a 5 by 11 though. Friday Night Live
Giveaway?
build. Traxxas oil carousel.
Should I- And we're done. Should I do a giveaway?
Sure.
All right.
I would like to just first say that it is a 12 by 18 by 4. I'm visually amazing at bearing guessing.
Good for you. Good eye. Good eye there, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Jesus.
Hawkeye.
Mash much?
That's not a MASH reference, but cool.
Wasn't Hawkeye in MASH?
Yeah. It was
What?
also in. Never mind.
In
I'm
what?
Not gonna know. In
Is
any
it-
of the Marvel movies, yeah.
Oh.
Avengers.
Okay.
Not an exciting giveaway, but I've got some Mud Thrasher scale tires here.
Mud Thrasher.
Yeah, they come with any TF2 basically,
Oh, yes.
and I'll include the wheels. They're 155 Steelies.
I think so. You're going to do the make a comment on your video after it gets posted?
Yep. Make a comment on the video. I'll send you some tires and wheels.
Everybody that posts, you all get tires and wheels.
Well, you know what? I probably have enough.
You've probably had enough of those.
I've got, well, of those, yes, definitely. I'm almost at the point where I throw them away. But, I'm not going to do that. Let someone else enjoy them.
It is a 5 by, is that a 5 by 10?
Oh,
No,
man.
5 by 11. That's okay. 5 by 4. It's just much more in there.
Shouldn't there only be 3 of those? No, there's 4 of them. All 4 of them come with.
Well, it's a joke on their name. The pun on their name. Ah.
RC3 wheel drive.
Yeah.
Got it. I almost grabbed the wrong set of tires and wheels. The Method roosts, and I was like, ooh, I'm not giving those away.
What's your thoughts on the RC4 drive Krypton? I've never even heard of that. Matt, do you know that one?
Krypton?
Yeah.
That must be a wheel.
Oh, okay.
Let me look.
I think the
Hopefully they spelled
comment
it.
that make on your video should be what they should have called those tires.
Yes.
So-
Give me different. That's exactly right. Give me different names.
So
for-
how you're going to win those, everybody? Someone's asking in the comments here. You're going to go to Matt's channel once the video's
after
done.
the video's over.
Because the live chat, while it stays with the videos, so you can go back and watch that. Once the videos are over and you go make a comment, it stays in the comments just like a normal video. So once the video's over, go there, comment on it with what you think they should have named those tires.
Yeah, instead of Mud Thrasher, because let's be honest,
Yeah.
at 3.7 inches high, it's not going to thrash much mud.
No.
Not with that pattern anyway. So come up with a different name. Be creative. Most creative answer wins, and I get to choose. So
Yeah.
Krypton is a tire.
just a head shake.
Yeah. What do I think of them? No.
I'm all right. I just searched them. I see them. And ooh,
It reminds me of
It's
the
a G-made.
Sem Limites.
that looks like
this-
a G-made.
It does look a
The
little
bomb.
G-made-ish.
It looks like the tire
Yeah.
that came on the G-made bomb,
Little
but
bit.
worse.
Yeah,
but
I
worse.
would pass. I would pass on that tire. If you're looking for a performance or a scale accurate tire, there are other ones that are.
If you're going for like
better
performance or looks, or
Performance
yeah,
or looks,
go somewhere
I
else.
would go with something else. They're probably in the X2 SS. They're probably too soft too.
I mean, I don't know. They could be. Those lugs are so tall, and in a soft compound, they'll probably want to fold a lot. So
Their stock foams are not good in some of those older tires. Yeah, don't put your answers in the live chat. Put the answers in the chat once the video is complete.
Yes. And stuff.
Yep. We'll give those away.
I'm gonna stop spinning my shock oil carousel now. It's hard to do. It's so smooth. It really is.
It really is. I mean, I'm
I
sure the shock oil is great too. I haven't had
I used it Friday night in my
use it.
live build.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
What did I work on? Oh, that's right. I worked on my Power Wagon.
I do
So-
like you said, the applicator nozzle is
The
really
applicator.
good.
Yeah. The applicator tip.
Make sure to accurately insert the applicator tip
Insert.
into the shock.
So it's got like the mustard cap style.
Yeah. You're just showing everyone a picture of your hand, but
Well, you.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's actually pretty good. I never thought I would have been. Long been a fan of the Losi shock oil set. Comes with
It's so funny too because I had that in my cart on A-Main, and then that showed up, and I was like,
they got
bonus.
exactly.
They got me. They got me.
Yeah. So
You win this round, Traxxas.
You win this round. But yeah, no, this is. I don't know that I would have decided that I thought I needed something that took up that much space to hold my shock oil, but now that I have it, it's an obvious.
It looks quite good over there.
Yeah.
My channel can't see it, but
Neither can mine.
well, sure they can. Oh, I'm cut off over there.
Not with the crop and everything.
Boop. Now everybody on my channel can see
If
it.
you have dry eyes, it does look.
It does look
Clear
a little bit
eyes.
like a clear eyes.
Right. Nice. What else do we have? Is there any other news topics that were up this? Let me look at my scale news so we could go
What
through.
happened in the old news? I'm going to look at the cross country here a bit more while you do that.
We did one thing, and then after watching the news, you messaged me about because the Drag Race Concepts chassis had showed up at A-Main, or the DR10 Drag Race Concepts carbon fiber chassis has showed up for pre-order at A-Main, and you're like, do I need that? And I'm an enabler, so I said,
probably do.
probably
But
do.
I'm also buying a what am I buying? A VS410 Pro?
Oh yeah. Oh, it was Wednesday today, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Wednesday today. Darn it.
Yes. Well, I don't
Tomorrow.
know. Yeah. Let's look at that tomorrow.
We'll figure it out tomorrow. Yes, I am buying a VS410 because I have a new body coming, a custom body from someone. And I am very excited about it.
You're buying a custom body from someone.
You know about this already.
Oh, I
don't you?
do know about that one. I'm actually super excited for you. But let me guess, you can't tell us about it.
I mean, I probably could.
You could. You should get. We've held
I'm not
back. Okay. Oh man.
No, I will. Should I? Oh man, I don't know if this is the right forum for this.
I mean, we're just you and I and a few of our friends. Oh, that sounds
right.
good. That sounds so good. You should put that noise in the review.
My dog hates noises like that. Poor thing was so scared today by a fly that was in the house somehow. Lost it. Anyway. Guyana Moose, it is a West-made body.
There you go.
Wow.
That alone there makes it.
That's enough.
I mean, well, no, you should tell them the rest. But
Oh, no, I'm not gonna.
oh, you're terrible. You're terrible.
I think it's probably better if I had it.
Yeah, it
front
is because it's pretty.
It's
exciting.
making its journey through the U.S. postal system, so
It's
I should
already on
have
its
it
way.
late May.
Yeah, right.
Because no kidding, I ordered something from RC Four Wheel Drive on December 14th, and it
Okay.
shipped December 15th, and I paid for express shipping. And in express shipping, it says it's going to ship either via FedEx, UPS, DHL, or USPS.
Okay.
Do you want to guess which one it shipped by?
USPS.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Now,
So
USPS, but
I paid for
isn't it
3 to
going
7
from
days.
3 to 7?
It's
Oh,
coming.
okay.
It's coming from that one specifically came from California.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
3 to 7 days, 3 to 7 business days.
Okay.
Do you want to guess when it arrived?
It hasn't.
Correct. That is correct. Do you want to guess how it was shipped? USPS.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's why
So why did
have.
I pay for express shipping
Oh man.
if they just decided to ship it USPS? And I mean, USPS is usually fairly consistent and fairly decent, but holiday season and this whole other thing that's going on is
Yes.
certainly made it a lot more difficult. But why would that even be an option if I'm paying for, like, I paid $25 to ship a very small box?
Oh, is it for the thing that's behind you?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah, you should have had that by now. Totally agree.
I should have.
I have been considering buying some RC four-wheel drive wheels for mine. Specifically because they have the pointy.
Better order them now.
I know, but because they have the pointy lug
Oh,
nuts.
Pointy lug nuts.
I'm like, ooh, I like the pointy lug nuts.
I'm excited to do the shroud off the back. I think I'm going to do like a little covered sort of like wing thing so
Yeah.
I can have the monitor sit back there.
Ah, yes. Yes, you have been talking about that.
Yeah.
No, that will be cool. I really need to, now that I've got all the parts there, I need to start running my power cables, making sure that they're going to reach, hopefully. And then I've got to like actually turn it on and hope that this thing works.
Yeah.
Have I lowered the semi yet? I have not. At this point, like, I do need to get some of the other custom parts installed, but I want to make sure that the trailer is done first. So that's the Ryan Davis says, "Do it, Josh. The spike lugs are awesome." I know.
He's going to spend so much time and money on that thing.
I know. It's so dumb, but so much fun. Why are the semis fun? They can't
don't
do
know.
anything.
They can't. They look great though.
They look so good.
Honestly, I am so happy with how this thing has turned out.
Would you say that you're chuffed?
I would say I was chuffed. Quite.
Don't you? This is something that I do all the time and it drives me nuts. And that is that I get latched onto a word in a video and I say it and it's like a specific word that isn't a word that's just in your normal everyday, even though I feel like you say chuffed every day.
Oh, chuffed is in my vernacular. Yeah. That's no question.
But I just like I will pick up on a word and I'll just use that word too much in one video and I'll be editing and I'll every time I'll hear myself say it, I'm like, I twitch, but it's in a spot that I didn't repeat without that word. I'm like,
yeah. There's a lot of re-editing or editing going on in my house. But yeah, I'm really quite pleased with how this is turning out. And the weathering, the oil dot stuff looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it really did. I think all of it showed up pretty well. And
it sort of fits, it kind of works with this futuristic truck, right?
I think that it actually really does. Somehow you lucked into a pretty good theme there.
But yeah, now I was talking to Josh earlier today. I was like, I sent them a link. I was like, they got Razer makes a cyberpunk mouse. It's actually already like themed around it and would go really well with the truck. And I can get keycaps for that keyboard, also cyberpunk theme. And I was like, oh, this is going to get expensive for something that we're not going to like. It's not going to go anywhere. We're going to drive it a few times and then it'll just become a computer.
Yeah.
Or I'll send it to EVGA or,
I know.
You can, I don't know.
Like, listen, I'm willing to send you this useless piece of thing in trade for a 3090.
Ooh, yeah. If they want to give me a 3090.
So yeah.
You know what? I would even take a 3060 because it is better performance than a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, but still. I mean, aim high.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe they counter with the 3060 and you say 3070 it is. Or
3080.
3080
Yeah.
it is.
Big
That's
Red Bitch just goes, "Holy shit, did Josh just give you a compliment?" I know. There must be something wrong.
and I use a Razer mouse in here, so I can highly suggest them, and it is one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
this is
I have the
ballistic.
ballistic, okay.
No, not there's no T. Ballistic.
Ballast?
Basilisk.
Oh, basilisk.
What the hell is a basilisk?
You should Google it. Razer. I can't remember which one the Cyberpunk one is, but it's a fancy one.
It's a lizard. Basilisk lizard? Oh, that's because they do have a lizard logo.
It's the Razer Viper Ultimate.
Ooh, the Viper. It's the Jesus lizard? Or is someone saying Jesus? It's a lizard. Like they're cussing.
Jesus. I think it's pronounced Jesus.
European.
Yes, iMan RC World Axial is coming out with something new. Oh, ouch. Stabby Josh. Cyberpunk's a good theme for that truck because it's not going to run really fast and isn't likely to live up to expectations. That's so brutal. I'm not a super like hardcore nerd or anything about video games, but I think Cyberpunk's a great game. I'm having an awesome time with it, and it runs really well on my editing computer,
Right.
which has a 2080 Super in it. At 2K, I'm running 2560, and it looks amazing. Ray tracing on, all levels, ultra, 60 frames per second, baby. More power, baby.
Right. Oh my God. So yes, the truck. I still cannot understand why I enjoy it so much. The trailer I get because we're building them into something.
Yes.
And that makes me like it because it's an engineering project that.
Yeah, that's fun. And making something out of nothing and making something do that it wasn't supposed to do is definitely one of the challenges. And that's, right, for me, probably one of the best parts.
Since we have not told people so many things tonight, I feel like I should at least let one secret out.
You ordered the litter robot.
No, that's not. No, I have not done that. But no, it's the secret that I told you yesterday about how I was getting something done. It's not a very good secret, don't worry. But it's my highly engineered GPU mount.
Oh, yes. All right.
So now I will say that this was planned the entire time. But from the get, well, after I changed my decision the second time. But the GPU mount where I 3D printed all of those pieces and got it all in there and it looks all fancy and, after I do all that, then when the card gets put in there, it is secured in place firmly by some strips of 3M double-sided automotive body tape.
Whereas my truck,
which is a totally feasible. You seen what that 3M stuff does on cars? I'm telling you.
You should have used some of that slap tape or whatever it is, the stuff that they
Flex
put
Seal?
on the Flex Seal. Yeah. My GPU is firmly mounted without any tape. It's
hey, there's
screwed right in.
There's other tape in this video card as well. Thermal tape. I mean, it's reasonable. I would say that it's.
You slay me.
I bet that my tape has a firmer hold than your hardware.
Yours might look more engineered,
mm-hmm,
but they're going to function exactly the same.
Psh, we'll see.
People will go, "Oh, that's a really cool PC you built into that trailer," whereas mine, they'll go, "Oh, that's a really cool RC." Wait, what? It's also a PC?
Yes.
People are going to lose it when they realize.
You know what? I think you widely overestimate anybody's interest in either of the items, the PC or the RC. They're like,
You are
cool.
so right.
They're like, wow, this is the guy I want to get stuck talking to at a party.
So, what do you do in your spare time? Well, where do I begin?
I hope you just refilled that drink because
You're not going anywhere. Stay right here.
You're
Don't
about to be
go.
captivated by the stories of my
Don't leave.
evenings.
Yeah. Dave Bose, I'm 61 hours into into Cyberpunk now. And yes, most of the people complaining are on older consoles or hardware. It's just the nature of the game.
Interesting question here. RC Nerd says, do you think Traxxas will make a mini crawler?
No,
I don't think so either. I don't.
I don't think they do not stray far from their initial platforms.
Yeah, I mean, like they did the Latrax stuff, but they don't really. Is that still
You're
a
not going
thing?
to. It's still a thing, but not very much so. And definitely not. You'll never see a Latrax TRX4. The TRX4 Sport is their budget-friendly option.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that they do so well with those already. I can't see them.
No, there's no point. There's no, where are they gonna make more value? It's already a single speed.
Yeah, I mean, they could get rid of the portals, but like I've said a number of times in the past, I don't think they will because I think it's such a huge feature that without that, people are just gonna be like,
yeah.
I mean, so.
Yes, RC Dingus. We already talked about the new Axial rig coming up tomorrow.
What is the strongest truck you can think of, and why is it not the X-Max? It is the VS410 Pro.
That's a pretty strong truck.
Sorry, I gotta get up. Chairs.
It has machined axle housing.
Chairs acting up again.
I'm glad that we all get to witness this.
Ooh.
God. Josh, have yourself the Traxxas G2 axles. I don't know what those are. Any Arma. I mean, Arma. I've had a lot of fun with Armas. I agreed. Also, a lot of fun.
Arma's like the only vehicle I think I have the Felony. Right. I was like.
Yes. I have an infraction. You have a felony. I also have an Outcast.
You like your Outcast BLX, don't you?
I do. It's not a BLX. It was before the BLX was a thing.
Oh, okay.
But it is a lot of fun still. And it just
yeah,
the infraction was just one of those cars. I'm like, when I saw the videos of it, I was like, I have to own it, even though I've like driven it twice. But I just like,
well, yeah, you bought it basically the day it came out.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, Vidjo, I did do my rotations on all the tires. Thank you for asking.
Oh my! I still can't believe that's a thing. I still don't believe you actually either, though.
I do. I do it.
I guess I should say I refuse to believe that you actually do that.
That's fair. You can do whatever you want.
Right. Do you think we will see a Traxxas Rock Racer? I feel like that is a possibility.
You do?
I feel like it is.
I don't think they could do that. I don't think they would.
I think that it would be under.
I think it's too niche for them. Niche.
I kind of agree, but I kind of think that they would just. The thing that they would do though was take a Max with narrow arms. They'd put a body on it and some more, proportionate tires.
I would take the UDR actually and ruin that to make a rock racer.
I know what you mean, and that would seem like more of a reasonable choice, but that's why I think they would go with IFS IRS is going to be a better basher. If we're going to put racer in the name, we're going to do this, and it's just.
Yeah, but then you're already at what they already have, and I don't think
that's what Traxxas does.
No, of course, but I don't think that Rock Racer is enough of like a segment for them. It's already dead as far as many other manufacturers are concerned.
Like, that is very true, but
right? They're not going to get into something that isn't got any steam. Like
I know what you mean, but at the same time,
what I would see them do first is some sort of no prep car before I would see them do a rock racer.
I don't disagree with that, but I still don't think that doing a rock racer isn't a possibility. I think that it would just be something that's, like I said, basically what they already have, a Stampede 4x4 or whatever the lower one is, or a Max or a HAAS or whatever, but just with a kind of a caged top,
Yeah.
and some tires and wheels on it, because that's what they do is they just make things that are the same or as what they have, but a little different. And they do well because then people have parts for it and they make things out of nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. One of us will be right, or we'll both be wrong.
Right. Exactly. I mean,
Jeremiah asked if we could all just chip in and get me a new chair. No, this chair is part of who I am.
right.
And it was very expensive.
So Wrecker RC here saying, the director of social media, Nick, the director of social media, the rock bouncing and U4 is exploding. I don't think I think that it is, there's people doing it. It's pretty small though. It's really small. I mean, I think it's probably smaller than U4 is almost dead.
Yeah.
Like at one time U4 was big, but still not big. It was still only big in a few areas, and there was still probably only a couple hundred people doing it, maybe, like nationwide. You know, so it's, and I think that that's pretty similar thing to you. Like they're popular small segments, and they have cool things, and
Definitely.
products can be launched in those areas without them actually being like huge, and they can kind of create an industry out of things that aren't. So it's, I think that especially when people are like, we're blowing up and we're huge. It's like, well, if you look in the real big picture of the market, it's not. But while things can still be cool, there can be the perspective of a market.
And sometimes it does take, sometimes it takes an RC manufacturer to take a risk and do something that, only appeals to a few to make it become a mainstream success.
Yeah, and that's very true. And or even something like the low-C laser nut, which is basically a U4 vehicle. And while it has had its durability issues, the thing is like U4RC is basically dead already. But that doesn't mean a car that's basically a U4RC car isn't a good idea. It's like, well, yeah, because there really wasn't that many people track racing anyway. You know, it's just like comp crawling. Comp crawling was huge at one time, national, but like 1 or 2% of the people were ever actually going to go to a comp. You know, it's small. Most people are playing in their backyard or playing with a small group of friends,
going
or
on a trail,
going on camping with their kids, and that's why trail rigs like these trucks are so popular. It's like because
this is easy.
Yeah,
this is an easy thing to get people into.
And people, they're not going to
most people are not going to big events.
Exactly. Or even local events. They're just going and having some fun. And if they, it's a whole different thing.
Yep.
And so I've been in this side of RC for a long time now and seen a lot of these things. People talk about how big their section, like especially the people who are running it, like when U4RC was big, and the two guys who ran U4RC were named Jerry and who was the other guy? It doesn't really matter. Jerry and Brian were the two guys running it. Like, that's huge. I'm like, still not huge. It's a good venue with a lot of coverage, and a lot of people are having a lot of fun. It makes it worth it to help drive parts, but you got realistic expectations of what big is or blowing up. Like, okay.
Right. David Powell wants a definition of rock racer. And I think a rock racer is essentially, like if you go back to the Yeti, would that count as sort of a rock racer? Right.
Technically, the first one to have rock racer on the box was the Wraith.
That's true.
That was the Wraith, but I wouldn't say that by today's standards, you would call the Wraith a rock bound or a rock racer. The actual, like, I think what people, yeah, like Matt's saying, the Yeti, the Bomber was a better fit.
I would
as a
say a
rock racer.
Bomber's a better rock racer.
And there is no real definition. It's just things like that hopefully can go fast over the rocks.
Right. Big tires, 2.2s usually.
Generally. Was the Wraith before the Twin Hammers? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
The Wraith came out in 2009. Twin Hammers came out in 2011. Wraith might have been 2000. It was 2010. Wraith was 2010. Would have been. Was I dating Nicole already? Maybe it was 11. You know what?
Alex Vernier, the cab over build off isn't an SBG sponsored event. It's just a sort of an unofficial build off that's happening. I see most of them on Instagram. Video is participating. Timp RC is participating. Turks and Jerps is participating. Edward Picola is participating. There's a whole bunch of people. If you just do a hashtag search for cab over build off, I think that'll get you in there and see it.
Okay, I had to go to my official timeline that I have saved. The Wraith was released on 6/2 of 2011. Let me see if I
You have an
have.
official timeline that you've like constructed of your own.
I do.
Good for you.
Let me see.
Nerd
Twin
alert.
Hammers. Oh, Twin Hammers was released 2/11 of 2013. you
Quickly followed by every single knockoff.
Right.
Man,
So-
talk about like that. It must have been made in China for Vatera.
So here's the story that I heard about that. And I'm not 100% sure of how, this actually would probably be one that Rich, if he would speak on it, because it's one of those. So what I had heard was that the Twin Hammers was initially shopped to factories in China. And with certain, there was two ways that I heard that it went. One is that the Twin Hammers was sold in a certain way, and it was priced based on that they would be doing a certain amount of volume. So the factories either tooled up for that volume, and then that volume either didn't sustain or it didn't happen, one or the other. So like the factories either sold off some of those duplicate tooling, or the other thing that I heard was that they shopped it around and ended up switching factories with it.
Oops.
And basically retooling it, and then the old factory tooling was just being like, well, we're obviously not getting rid of this, and
Faijan.
yeah, you had all the other ones just out the back door.
Yep. I mean, it was bound to happen if that's the story.
Yep.
Ha.
So,
Dave Bose, I'm not taking my hat off. My hair is way too long for that.
mine
out of
is
control.
perfectly correct length.
Yeah.
Today
just
only.
perfectly coiffed.
Is there any other dates you would like to know specifically in our? Because I could give you many.
Why not? Let's see. When did the SCX-10 Honcho get released?
Oh, that's a good. Let's see. Well, the SCX-10, the initial sneak peek for the first SCX-10 was October 9th of 2008. The Honcho specifically, let's see, there was the RTR, and where do we? Still going. Oh, wait, do I not?
Leave it to me.
I know. You might have found the one that I have when the SCX JK came out, but that was 2012. I do not show the Honcho on here. I have when the RTR, did it come out before the RTR Trail Ready?
There was a kit,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
All right. Well, you stumped me right off.
Great. Well, that puts an end to all
failed.
of that fun.
I failed. I do have it listed to. I do have it listed to find a date. Funny enough, at the top, but. So
Okay. Cool. what else is going on?
Yeah, exactly. It's just been one. I tell you what, the sometimes these have been slow weeks, especially the last couple of weeks with the holidays, and finding enough things to discuss in the news, oftentimes difficult. This last week, definitely one of those. However, turns out to be one of the most popular ones. I don't
Oh, really?
understand
No
it.
kidding.
I
Interesting.
don't understand it.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it's drives
I
me
wonder.
nuts.
It's probably because people are desperate for news. They're like,
Probably. Like this
man,
guy
I hope
found
there's something
news,
coming
then they
out.
watch it, they're like, he didn't find much news.
I'll still like it, I
Yeah,
guess.
like, okay, fine. Fine. But
Oh man.
all right. Well, it's
Should we end
almost
this one?
8 o'clock. I may or may not have a video to finish for release in the morning.
You may have one to finish. I have one to start, but I'm not going to start tonight. I think what I'm going to do in the case of this cross country is I'm going to actually take it out and drive it first before I do any review whatsoever. And
You
if it
know
gets
what?
dirty, it gets dirty.
That's a good call.
I might do some cosmetic changes just to,
In case the grill falls off.
what are you talking about? Oh, did you get your third Betty?
No.
How many Bettys do you have? Just one?
Dose.
You have two.
I have one.
I still
There's
have
one.
just the one.
There's two.
Should I take it out and should we do like an unboxing review? Like, is there any point at this point? Probably not. You can't even buy one online.
I know. It's I have a hard time deciding that.
I might just leave it in the box.
You might just leave it in the box. I got a bunch of parts in for that other project we're not going to talk about, specifically involving that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're already ordering stuff for that.
Oh, yes. I have most of it already.
I hate you.
And a spreadsheet with a schedule.
You're so overboard already.
I have spreadsheets, so many things to decide. Even though we probably have to come up with some other rules. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm actually give me your list of everything you bought so I can eliminate those things
right.
from the
Nope,
rules.
can't do. Nope. No.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. All right, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and
Yes.
much appreciated to Isogen, Quack RC, Jeremiah Solberg, Perry G, David Bowes, and Jeremiah again. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Very kind
Thank you
of
to
all.
RC Dave Charged Up, Jeremy Burris, Dale C, Isogen, Dave Bowes, Quack RC, and Blake Purdue.
Always a pleasure to chat with everybody, and we appreciate all your comments, questions, and critiques. See you again next week. This is the first show in 2021. There'll be
It is.
at least 51 more.
We do, of course.
Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.